What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little different, but a lot of you guys have been asking me, how do I grow specifically on Instagram? I'm gonna do a bunch of these videos about like TikTok and YouTube, but Instagram is what I know best because I use it most of the time. And I really like it. I think it's great for content. So I'm gonna show you guys the system that I use, that I created and kind of like worked out by myself, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how it works step by step. And I call it the square cycle. I know, pretty basic, but there's a reason for that. It's a giant like cycle square. So as you guys know, content, every time you post, they all revolve around each other and they all benefit each other in a certain way. So when we post 4 different times a day. Your main post, this doesn't include trial rules, we'll get to that later, but we're gonna start off here from 8 to 10 a.m. This is your morning hours where you're going to post your morning videos. So you start in the morning with some educational or value content. You talk to the camera about whatever you're doing. Let's say you do e-commerce or you run an agency. Explain info about it. How did you start? What products did you use? You know, like talk about things that would help someone else start as well, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what you want to be posting in the morning. Educational stuff first. I'm gonna use my highlighter. Okay, and make sure that your videos have captions. If your videos don't have captions, to some people it might be useless because if they can't have volume, they're not going to hear what you're saying. So you want to make sure that you always keep captions on your videos, whether you add them in later or it's auto, whatever it is. Keep them there, make sure they're there because your video will have a much higher viewing. Okay, next, this is good because it also, or before I get into that, you can also use podcast segments. Either they could be scripted or non-scripted. What I mean by that is you film a podcast with someone else and it's scripted and you're talking about like info about your product or your dropshipping brand or whatever it is. It's scripted or it's non-scripted, or you just have a regular podcast and you talk about these things. Just add little clips of that into there. It works the same way as talking to the camera with captions. Again, those captions are very important, but this is good because it funnels to your product, whatever you're trying to sell to someone. If you're selling something and not just doing e-commerce, if you're selling something with a personal brand and you're talking to the camera, this is a great way to get people's attention and want them to buy from your link or whatever it is. So it definitely helps, and it's a great way to funnel to your product because they feel much more connected to you when you're talking with them through the camera and it's not like a caption. The next post you're going to make throughout the day is from 12 to 3 p.m. Another great time to do it. This is going to be your narratives and your anchor posts. So what I mean by that is like whatever you learn through your journey. Let's say you run an agency like me. Just give people updates along the day. Document everything that goes on your day, then put it into a routine video. Whatever you learned, a mistake that you made, post a video of you like editing something or doing something for a client or dropshipping, whatever it is. Post and document whatever you're doing to help you get a certain goal or reach some sort of something that you want, if that makes sense. So you really just, whatever you're doing, just post it and document it because at the end of the day, it'll carry your own identity. It'll show people who you are, your personality. That's how your personality gets out there, is by showing what you're doing, the raw videos, nothing that's, well, obviously you edit it, but it's not like, it's not scripted and it's raw and it's you authentically doing something on the internet, okay? But the majority of this is not evergreen content, and we're going to get back to evergreen content later. So just know evergreen content is very important. This stuff is not mainly evergreen content. If it's like a routine or it's a video of you doing something to get to a goal, like I said, you can't really post it multiple times, but we're going to get to evergreen content later in the video because it's very important, especially for content creation, no matter what you're doing, no matter what brand you're doing, whatever it is. Okay, like, and I'll give you guys an example. Like what I do sometimes, like this is day blank of starting blank, okay? That grabs the attention. It shows you have a journey and you're going somewhere. Then that leads to people being invested into you. They want to see more. They're going to watch more of your videos and they're going to see what you're trying to sell, okay? And then that leads to them clicking your profile and clicking your links, which will also lead back to your product or whatever you're trying to sell or a client you're trying to get, whatever it is. They're going to be interested in you because they're going to see you documenting your raw journey, and they're going to be invested into what you're trying to sell or push out to the internet. Again, like I said, these things, they all connect to each other. So it's not like they're all their own thing. If one fails, then they all fall down. Okay, next up is the 6 to 9 p.m. time to post. This is my favorite window to post just because Again, it's green because it's the peak watch time. So this is when like everyone's in bed, they're sitting down, they're unwinding before bed, they're watching Reels, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. Again, this is on Instagram, what I'm showing you guys, but you could do this really wherever. Just works best on Instagram. But this is your peak watch time. This is the time where you should really, your best performing videos should always come from this. My best performing videos always come from the nighttime posts, which is also why I like posting at the time. But this is your entertainment and relatable posting. So a caption video with a trending audio or something that's funny that engages people in your niche. Again, like it says down here, you have to be very specific in your niche when you're making these kind of videos, because you can't just have a random video about a random product. So what I mean by niche specific is, let's just say you're into e-commerce, right? You're doing e-com, you post a relatable video with a caption about your e-com niche. Someone else who's watching you, who's also into e-com, is gonna find you. They're gonna watch that video. They're gonna be invested into you. You'll be like, oh, I feel the same way. Oh, I'm connected now because this is going on in my life as well. They're gonna be invested into you, which then leads back to them clicking your links or your profile, whoever they are, which in turn goes back to your product, where it funnels to your product, and then you get the money or whatever you're trying to do through your funnel. So it's very important that this is your relatable content. But what I also like about this posting time and this relatability kind of style content is that this is your perfect evergreen content. And I love evergreen content so much because this is content that you could post over and over again. No matter when it is, it'll always work. I have several videos like that that always work whenever I do it, no matter what time of the day. Better off at this time because this is the relatability. This is when everyone's in bed. This is when most people are watching. But again, Instagram mainly loves this content. You can't do too much of this on like TikTok and YouTube because I've had experiences where like it's not as successful, and other content creators I've talked to as well aren't successful on the other platforms. But Instagram loves this style of content. You could post it a day from now, a year from now, 12 months, 8 months, 2 years from now, and it's always going to do good. One of my videos that I posted in May, I re-uploaded it in July, and it did even better than the original one did. So these are like caption videos or like audios, dance audios, like talking audios, whatever it is. It's not stuff that like people notice and are like, oh, that's clearly reposted. Even though this is going to be reposted, your evergreen content, you can't repost a talking head video where you're talking to the camera over and over again, because then that's clearly like you're just trying to repost. Evergreen content gets new people in most of the time when you repost them. So it's a great way to have content and not run out of ideas. But again, you need to make sure it's niche specific. You can't just have something every time that's just like out there for anyone. It has to be niche specific so you get relatability. And also, this is where most of my followers come from, is the relatability and the evergreen content. Most of my followers come from both of those. And also another thing is, the majority of my watchers and people who are potentially going to work with me in my brand or whatever it is that I'm trying to do, they found me through this content style because they're also interested in the same things as me. So when they saw this, they were interested, they reached out, they were like, hey, I'm interested in what you're doing, can we work together or something? They reached out to me from this specific type of video style. Now, the last posting window is, this is going to be your engagement to the community. So whatever a fan or someone who's watching or supporting you asks, whatever they comment below, you reply to that in a reel, use the sticker icon above your head. You want to make your viewer feel heard and seen, like you care about them and what they're trying to give. And believe me, so many fans and like supporters who watch me and comment give me ideas of what to make. But this is very important. You need to make sure that they feel heard, like you care. Like I said, that's how you keep an audience. That's how you get more people to watch your content. Is they need to feel like you care about them and that you can connect and answer their questions. Okay. It shows that you're active with your viewers and that you engage with them on a daily basis. You can't just do this once a week. You have to do it every day. Find a comment, ask your audience, ask your viewers, like, what do you want from me? Ask them a question, have them respond to it in the comments. Then you respond to those comments with reels or other comments. You can really do as many as you want with this. It's also fun because you get to connect with your audience. I see not a lot of people do this one too. Hate comments especially, because hate comments, whatever it is, if someone's like, oh, you're not going to do this, or like, oh, you didn't do this, you failed at this, whatever it is, respond to it, because this is also a way to show them your personality, that you're funny, or you can like roast a hater. You know what I mean? whatever it is. There are many creators out there who just reply to hate comments with the sticker above them, and they just absolutely roast the shit out of them. You don't have to do it, but it's a great way to show your personality and get more content out there while building your fan base and making something funny if you even want that. Like I told you guys, all 4 of these different content styles benefit each other. If one of these fails, if even your first 10 to 11 a.m., if this fails, your whole system is going to get wrecked and it's just not going to be consistent. You need to be posting very consistently every single day, each different style. You can't just do 10 a.m. one day and then a little bit later you post 6 through 9. Like, you can't do that. You have to be consistent and do all 4 of them because they all connect with each other and they'll benefit each other in a different way. That's also very important. If you're someone who just can't film content every day, like me, I get it. Do batch filming. Like, take 2 days out of the week, film 20 different videos. So each day you have 3 or 4 videos to post. So you don't have to post them. So you don't have to create a video every single day. It helps a lot, trust me. Next up, really what I want to talk about really quick is trial reels. This is newer. I love trial reels. Trial reels also gets me a lot of followers and a lot of engagement from a lot of different people. Again, if you guys don't know what trial reels are, basically they're reels that you push out to people who aren't following, who aren't watching your content. It's really like a magnet for people, for more people to see you who aren't your viewers, and then have them follow you or engage with your content. What I would recommend, post 5 to 10 trial reels every single day. And again, majority of your trial reels are going to be your evergreen content. And again, since it's trial reels, every time you post something different, people are going to see it. So you could repost, one video there and then another one a few months later and then post it again. Evergreen content is great for this. You can also post these 4. We're going to get into that in a second. Whatever your content styles are, do through that day, post them as trial reels as well. But evergreen content is perfect for trial reels. But again, you should be doing 4 regular main reels and then 5 to 10 trial reels on top of it. So not like 8 to 10 reels total every day. These 4 plus another 10. It's a lot of work, but trust me guys, if you want to grow on social media, this is the way to do it. But there's something that I need to tell you guys as well. When you're posting your trial reels, you need to be let's just say, I'll give you guys an example. Like, I made a video, right? I wanted to do a trial reel one and the main one. They're exactly the same video. You need to post your trial reel version of it first, then your main reel after. For some reason, Instagram thinks that it's suspicious if you post a regular post and then add another post as a trial reel. That's the same video. You can't do it for some reason. I've had a lot of problems and restrictions with it, and a lot of other content creators who I've learned this from also do it. So it's just best if you post your reel and a trial reel first and then add it to your feed. So let's just say surprising Claude with another 12-hour session. Say that's your 6 through 9 relatability evergreen content, right? You need to post that as a trial reel first and then as the main reel after that. I don't know why that is, but if you don't want restrictions and you don't want to have your business portfolio restricted on Instagram, whatever it is, do this format. It saved me a lot of stress, and hopefully it'll save you guys a lot of stress too. Now, I know all of this can seem super overwhelming, but I'm just telling you guys, if you follow these 4 content styles and these posting times with the trial reels, of course, you guys are going to do great. But if you guys do need extra help, or you want a personalized plan for content creation and you're in kind of a loophole and you're stuck, I built this product using the exact system that I use to scale my own pages. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this, the link is in my bio. I just released it, and it is literally word for word the exact system that I use to help scale my own pages. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm going to be doing a lot more like educational kind of videos, because I'm just going to show you guys everything I've been learning about content creation and all the stuff that I'm doing. But hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.